Okay, he said he said his book would explain everything. It seems just paint him as a savage. So I'm wondering if there's a second book, like before and after his transition. Because here it was all about hanging bones and fighting and killing and surviving and looking for more things to fight. He's always looking for trophies and weapon collections, and he thought that the skulls here would look good in his collections, and he was planning on killing his father and all these other things that all fit with the version of the character that we met in Myst I. But the stuff in the jungle seems to indicate otherwise. So I need to get myself across that bridge. Which, couldn't just tell me the combination, huh? Dude? You want me to see the... You want me to see the bridge so bad? The book? Okay, now I've got a question. How did Myst I even work then? If they were trapped in these because like he's searching for the linking book, he doesn't know where it is. Both of them couldn't get back because they were desperately searching for some kind of linking book somewhere and didn't know where it was or how to find it, and they were trapped with no communication back to Atrus or anyone else because Atrus destroyed both of the linking books. He destroyed the linking books on his end after Myst I, I believe. He talked about burning them, but he had to recreate a connection point again, I guess. Huh. For me, the confusion point is that Cirrus and Akinar were talking to us. I still haven't gone up yet, have I? I don't think I have. Yeah, in Myst I, Cirrus and Akinar were both talking to me, saying, "Bring me the blue pages, bring me the red pages," stuff like that. And like that, what were they talking into? They didn't have a linking book. Otherwise, they would have been able to escape. And the whole point of the story is it explains that they don't have books, because it explains how Atrus got rid of both of them. They're supposed to be prison worlds. It's like, what were they talking into? How was I communicating with them? Was it I don't know. Well, how were they talking? Whoa. There's a view. You can see the flag off in the distance. Is that the hunting site? With the totem? I'm not sure if there's anything up here for me to find. Just a cool view. Yeah, I'm at a loss at explaining how Cirrus and Akinar were communicating with the protagonist in the first game, and how that made any sense. Oh. Alright, let's head back down. I need to get back to the monkeys and figure out what that puzzle is. Because I think it's like the only thing left on in this age besides the bridge, as far as things I'm currently aware of go. This is going much more smoothly, I think, than Spire was. It helps that I can identify goals, whereas on Spire, for chunks of it, I was like, I don't know what you want from me. Although for a while it was because I hadn't found that you're supposed to fall in that one hole. And that going in that hole causes you to find the basement from below, because of the whole latch system. You making sounds at me? They're making sounds. I totally went backwards, didn't I? Oops. It's like a perimeter alert whenever I come back here. Here I am. Hey, buddy. They have different sounds they make. That might be the key to what I need to do, because there is clearly like a sound maker over here, so maybe I need to replicate something that they make. There's no other way of interacting. So what was the sound they were doing as I was approaching? As I was approaching, they're making a sound and running away, and maybe that would alert them to go away if they thought the predator was coming. Oh, that worked. That Hey there, little monkey totem. That's, dang it. Wrong one. I make that mistake so often. No sound? So his is the one that looks like a flower inside of a diamond. Then that's the most clear one so far. It's very clearly the monkey. The good news is now I've got 5 symbols. I just gotta figure out what order they're supposed to be in. Let's make our way back to the bridge. Which, now we've verified more or less that all paths lead there eventually, so I don't have to worry about too much about getting lost. There's this downward path that leads to monkeys, and then 2 paths that both lead to the bridge in a roundabout way. Oh wait, that's the shoreline. I'm wondering why exactly did he make an entire gate just to keep some... Was it just to keep the monkeys off the cliff? He did say that he uses the birds... He uses the birds' fish chasing habits, their diving fishing habits as a trap. He made like... I think he made subaquatic bear traps or something, basically. And so maybe he was trapping them around, some of them around here, and wanted to keep the primates from taking his food once it's captured. Alright, let's get this done. I should be able to figure out this from the available information at this point. Okay. I have all the information, kind of. I just don't have definite interpretations of some of it. Let's assume top of the food chain is the nightmare monster on the coast. Even if I don't understand what the feet mean. So that was diamond, that's the square instead of a diamond. There we go. 2 talon feet. What would I assume those to be? Probably the big predator, right? So let's go for the one that looks like it's in the savannah. I think that's the first one I photographed, actually. Yep. Triangle once. There we go. Try to figure out number 4 next if I can, because I need to use a reference for that one. That would be fine, because I know the last one's S anyway. I could use the last one as a reference to figure out what it is. Let's do 3. Monkeys. Monkeys are the flower one. Oh yeah, that's probably it actually. Then the last one's almost certainly the S. Because that's the hooves. So next up is the birds. Birds are an hourglass. So I'll find hourglass on you first, and then try to copy it over. That height. I think that matches. Then take you to S. Oh, thank God. For a moment there, I thought it wasn't working, and I was afraid they were gonna make me do it again. So when it reset all of the combos, I'm like, oh crap, I have to re-input all of them. Okay, we got it. Good. Kind of feel bad for leaving this open for the monkeys to break into, but I don't know if he's coming back ever. I think Akinar might be happy to leave this place behind at this point. At least the necessity of his home. He might visit again, nostalgically, perhaps. Surprisingly does not make the hand come back. Oh. But then it did it behind me. Okay. Oh, broken step. Broken house. This door is not supposed to look like that. Oh, there's a whole path over here. Let's check this out, though. Maybe I'll find the book. Oh, it looks nice in here. Kind of. Is the chest open?
Please! I can't take it anymore! It's too late. It's too late. They're all dead. All of them.
Now all of a sudden he sounds like Moriarty from the Stephen Moffat Sherlock. Let's see here. That's probably the book I'm looking for. Let's poke around a little bit first. Is it a message in a bottle or just a candle? I think it's a candle. They're all dead, all of them. Who died? I think it's saying to pour something into these slots. And it just has a detailed drawing of one of the monkeys. Please, I can't take it anymore. They're all dead, all of them. The journal probably expands on that. Is he freaking out over the lives they destroyed in the past, I wonder? Like, regret... Because this is his bed, so maybe that's a night terrors about what they did. What he and Cirrus did to people.
not sure I can do this. Pen feels awkward. Keeps slipping. Been so long since I used one. But what else is there? What else to do? Went back to rec today. First time since moving into house. Found his bones exactly how I left them. Except clean now. Bleached white by the sea. How many times have I replayed it since then? Sun sinking into the waves. Tip of my spear gleaming wet with the poison. See myself crouching low near the rock, so sure he will come because of his mate. Sometimes in my head, it happens different. Poison gets diluted, or one of her ropes snaps and breaks. He rears back, spear misses. Somehow they both get away. And we all get one more day worth living for. Reset traps today. Swamp water corroded one of them. Forced to go to depot to fix. Coming back, saw a Kamodile take down a Zephyr. Moved with such precision, not a single gesture wasted. Zephyr probably didn't feel a thing. It's not what I expected, living lakeside. It's calmer, not as windy. But rain still beats down like in the wreck, and it's hot. Still hot. Only real difference is the screams. A lot closer now, on all sides. Starting to get on my nerves. Can't sleep. Too many screams. And when I close my eyes, the things I see, the faces. My God, Cirrus, did we really kill so many? Added it up, best I could. 8 years. 3 since I killed the last Serpati. Keep thinking I should do something for him. Place some kind of tribute next to the bones. Totem pole, maybe. God knows. Carving it would keep me busy for a while. Maybe I can make one for each of them. What's the use? What's the use? Can't go on like this. Can't think. Have to do something. Keep my mind off the dreams. Maybe go south for a few days. Sleep outside. My God, Father. Did it have to be the same? 2 weeks working my way through the South Jungle, and for what? More of the same, empty nothingness. Can't take it anymore. Can't live like this. Karnax got in while I was away. Forgot how agile they are. Braver, too, when they're hunting in groups. Been breeding like mad ever since I killed their primary predator. Should probably do something about that. But maybe I can redesign one end of the bridge. Create some kind of lock to keep them out. Went back to the South Jungle today, hoping I'd missed something. Saw a group of mangries playing under their nests. Thought about replenishing supplies, but couldn't do it. They just looked too peaceful. Eventually turned to go and spied one of them watching me. Their lookout, I suppose. Wonder how long he knew I was there. Ink supply getting low. Watering it down, but might try to make more. The way the channelwood tree dwellers once taught me. Found some petals in the South Jungle that might work for the ink. Picked a few to take back as an experiment. While picking them, I noticed something odd about the mangries. In the north, they all scatter as soon as they spot me, but the South tribe only looks curious. Must be because I never hunted them. New ink seems okay. Would prefer a better color, though. I'll head back to the South Jungle in the morning, see if I can find different varieties. I don't believe it. Went back to gather more petals and found a bunch of them already picked. They were lying in a pile where I'd been working. Mangries must have done it. Imitating me? Spent most of the morning in the watchtower trying to observe from a distance. Find out how they act when I'm not there. Couldn't see much though, trees are too thick. Would like to get closer somehow. I suppose I could build another post, but it'd have to be different this time. Not a lot left I can take from the wreck. Kinda like the idea of going all natural. How the heck did Savidro's people do it? Been weaving support branches all day and my arms and chest muscles are killing me. Mangries sure got a kick out of watching though. One of them even stopped playing long enough to come over and give me advice. At least that's how it seemed. Wouldn't stop chirruping at me. Made me want to rig up another sound system, see if I can try and talk back. Oh my God. It can't be. It can't. This evening, I was sketching in the post, trying to get their expressions right. Mangries were playing that game they like to play, fruit tossing. Ball must have rolled under the post. All of a sudden I heard this cry I'd never heard before. Sequence of drawn-out highs and lows. Looked up and found all of them looking at me, pointing at the ball and making that sound. Like they were calling a name. My name. They've given me a name. What am I supposed to do with this, Father? What am I supposed to do?
Oh. I can't. Oh, wow. I can't turn to a blank page like usual. Interesting. Alright, well, that's probably the most compelling journal. That might be the most compelling journal in the Myst series? I'm trying to remember if Savidro had a clear journal or not. Savidro definitely had a story, but it was just his seething revenge mission. But like, that's a character transitioning from one thing to another in a way that the performances don't quite convey and a bunch of other things don't quite convey, but like he starts off as just, you know, fighting and taking and doing whatever he wants and not caring, but then he fends for himself for 2 decades and even has this epiphany with this jungle that's split into 2 halves. And there's one that he ruined essentially. He damaged the natural pecking order of this area. He took out a primary predator, leading to another type of predator to like massively overpopulate, the Karnaks, I think they were called. He terrified the local primate population so they won't interact with him, and like, but then right over here, a second seemingly identical force basically, and he's never seen it before, and it's like he has the slates wiped clean and he has like a second chance essentially. Which is like, he basically has an entire island built, he has an entire age built around the idea of redemption, essentially, which is interesting. And it kind of makes it feel like these 2 prisons were, like, unfair between how they could have affected... Like, if we're supposed to believe that this age is what affected Akinar's personality, then it's kind of not... It kind of feels pretty unfair that Cirrus went to Spire, which was like... just this miserable, cold pillar where you have to fight to even have food, and there's nothing to do there, and you're alone on a mountain, and there's just nothing. And Akinar wasn't alone, because he encountered primates that named him and stuff like that. Look at this. Just look at this place compared to Spire. This is a cool place. It's dangerous as all shit. Stuff hunts you and everything. Although Spire was like, you might roll off you might just fall at some point, and then it takes 1 fall and you're dead. Really, just Father of the Year, Atrus. Now, sons, here are these nightmare books that will ruin your lives if you ever try to open them. Just don't do it, okay? And but like he doesn't say, oh, they're nightmare prison books that you'll be trapped in forever and you'll never escape. He's like, they're too dangerous without me. Don't be naughty. As if like in every story ever, it's like he's never heard of how like in every story ever the freaking you tell kids now don't do that and the kids immediately do it. He's practically begging for them to be trapped in these prisons. Hey there. You look way smaller from here. How high up am I? He's like way down there, right? It's hard to tell because it's like it looks 2D. Hey buddy. How you doing? You trying to intimidate me? I joke about it now, but then he actually like jumps all the way up here and gets me. If I remember correctly, Atrus explicitly said that the prisons weren't meant for his kids, and that just sort of is how it turned out. And yet, weirdly, the two prisons seem suited to the personalities of the people that would become trapped in them, and it's like, was it planned or not? Because it feels simultaneously planned and not planned. Was that just the gesture for going back up? Yeah. Is there anything to do? Hey, buddy. But I don't think I can climb down. I think that's supposed to be a clear indication that I can't go anyway, because there's a predator trying to scare me away. What? I thought... Did my hand just move? Did I imagine that? I really thought I saw my hand move. Huh. Maybe I imagined it. Surely I'm supposed to do something here, though, right? If nothing else, I don't think I found the color combination. Maybe he'll just be gone now. Oh, yeah? Maybe he's afraid of cameras. He's not afraid of cameras. Spoiler alert. Oh. Is that a path? That is a path. I couldn't see depth at all.